Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Sweet. I just love a visual, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's go. Are we recording?
We are.
Yeah, oh, I can see it now. Okay, great. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Ellen Graham, and I'm a National Marketing Director with the Juice Plus Company. And tonight we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics and a challenging topic, multiple streams of income. And I hope that by the time you leave this call, you will make it your mission to make a difference and to live with confidence. And I just want to give you guys, I want to kind of pull back the curtain a little bit. Before we did this call tonight, I went back and listened over earlier this year, 2 versions I've done of this call before. And it's just amazing what we've been through. And we're still standing, right? And I think that this message is actually more timely than ever, because when I did this message in March, I thought, okay, we're all going to just stay in our houses for 2 weeks and it'll be like camp and it'll be kind of fun, right? And we'll save our gas money. And then weeks went by and months went by. And I think the uncertainty of this year and just the stress around us has only accelerated. And I am so thankful for our Juice Plus. I'm so thankful for the income opportunity. There's so many more reasons that I couldn't have even thought of a few months ago to do a business like this. And so we're going to talk about all of that tonight. So this is interactive. Have a pen and paper because I'm going to ask some really good questions. And then at the end, we're going to have a Q&A. And we're going to go through this. So, and think too about just your own journey through 2020. So let's go back to the beginning. First of all, I should change this picture, but we really haven't been anywhere all year. This is from 2 years ago, taking my sons to camp. And I always say that the how comes with the why. And when you do this, you really make a choice and a decision to hitch your why to the wagon of this mission. And so my why is my children and creating income so that I can live my values out loud. I think that is more important to people than it's ever been before. I think we are seeing a real resurgence in our interest in values, if we can put it nicely that way. And something that my journey with Juice Plus has allowed for us to do for well over a decade is to really do what matters to us. So my boys are 14 and 11, and I got started with Juice Plus when my oldest, Max, was a newborn baby, and a friend of mine thankfully introduced me to Juice Plus, and I said, if they can really put fruits and vegetables in a capsule, sign me up. And I said, so is this one of those things where I'm like the Mary Kay lady with the fruit and veggie capsules? And she said, yeah, you can do that part too. And I was really fortunate to grow up with a mom that did some network marketing. So I had a really, really good perception of network marketing and a really good experience. I saw that it elevates women. It's traditionally been one of the few places that doesn't have a glass ceiling for women, unlimited earning potential, and especially potential for unlimited personal development. And I think that is such an important part of what we're going to talk about tonight is your personal development. Money isn't just something you make, it's something that makes you, and it can make you a lot of different ways. I really believe on this journey, it can make you into some really good things. So, you know, I started sharing this just to make a couple $100s a month. I was really fortunate in that I had mentors along this journey who continued to cast vision for me of going a little bigger, continuing. And I think this message is so relevant right now. I was thinking about this today. I failed so many times along this journey. I screwed so many things up, but here's the deal. I never quit. I thought about it. I fired myself a few times and then rehired myself a couple hours later, but I never quit. And what's really great about this is one of those things that if you just make the choice that you're never going to quit, things are going to happen and it's going to change you and it's going to make an impact on the people around you in a really positive way, and it can create another stream of income for you and your family and for your values. So as I grew, I really think I kind of grew up with Juice Plus. And you know, when Rory, my youngest, went to kindergarten, I was actually a year divorced and working really hard to make national marketing director. I made national marketing director the end of his kindergarten year. It would have been the end of Max's 3rd grade year. And, you know, making that top rank secured for me the income I needed, the insurance benefits I needed as a single mom to be able to support myself without having to go back to a traditional job. And I think it's really important. My philosophy continues to evolve. A lot of times when you get involved with network marketing, it's like, hey, you know, jobs are bad, all the traditional stuff is bad, and this is the best thing ever. Well, we're not perfect, and neither is anything else, but I think we are better than just about everything else out there in terms of options and potential that can be provided for you. And so that was available to me. I worked really hard for it, and it's been a ton of fun. Now that was 5 years ago, so I have continued to build my business, and I'll tell you more about my story along the way. But think about, where are you today? And understand that you're the only person responsible for writing your story. At the end of it all, when it's all said and done, it's all about personal responsibility. And so this opportunity really taught me that, because no one else was going to go out and do it for me. And there wasn't going to be like some, you know, paycheck that just showed up because I decided to sign up for something. You only get paid to talk to people. And I think that's a really important distinction, but it's a valuable distinction, because you actually get paid to make an impact. You don't get paid to clean off your desk and do other things like that. So I want to share with you, you know, I was sharing a little bit about how my personal philosophy has evolved. Some things that really I've learned over the years that I want to impart to you. Robert G. Allen said, in today's uncertain economy, and I mean, this was said years ago, so how prophetic. In today's uncertain economy, the safest solution to be wealthy, be in total control, and enjoy freedom for you and your family is to have multiple streams of income. Wow, now more than ever. When I started my Juice Plus business 14 years ago, I didn't predict a pandemic. It didn't predict a lot of things that have happened in life, and that's how life is, and that's not a negative statement, that's reality. What we can do is we can put a positive lens on it and say, okay, well, I am going to do my very best to hope and pray for the best, but also be prepared for the worst. And with multiple streams of income, you're doing that. You know, when I think about households out there in the United States, a household maybe with 2 adults and a couple of kids, and there's only one stream of income, that makes me really nervous, because everything is riding on that. When you start to diversify your incomes, what you're doing is you're giving yourself options, and you're giving yourself cushions, and cushions give confidence, okay? So that's a really important thing. Warren Buffett has said, never depend on a single income, make investment to create a second source. Well, you know what I love about this? If you don't have $100,000 to go put in the stock market, if you're not getting a trust fund, if it's really hard for you to save any money at all out of your current income in your house, you can invest in yourself and make yourself into another source of income through the model that we have with the Juice Plus virtual franchise, okay? And I love that too, because I don't really think that money matters that much. I think people matter a whole lot more. Money just gives us options, gives us freedom, gives us clarity, helps us provide for the people that we love. So I really believe in investing in people, and I'm really proud of what we've done here. Me, 14 years. Reagan's been here, I believe, 17 years. We've invested in a lot of people, and we have seen amazing things happen in their lives. At the end of this call, some of those people are going to share that, but we have seen people build retirement funds. We have seen people put kids through private schools. We have seen people that made house payments with a Juice Plus income when a spouse was laid off from work. During the 2008 recession, something like 70% of household foreclosures would have been avoided with another $500 a month income coming into that house. Now, right now, we have percentage rates at an all-time low. You guys, I just closed on this house today. It is great. Got an awesome interest rate. But you know what history tells us? All these things cycle. There will be cycles in the housing market, the stock market, all of that. How good will you feel if for some reason we're in a recession in 2 years and you've built up an extra $500 to $1,000 a month? That is really, really powerful. And you can do that with this, and you don't need to invest in anything up front. You're going to leverage the resources that you already have available to you. Robert Kiyosaki, who's just really one of my all-time favorite people on the planet. If you get a chance to read any of his books, please do, but read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He says a wealthy person is simply someone who has learned how to make money when they're not working. And of course, he's done a lot of that through real estate and so forth. But, all the great modern entrepreneurs have talked about the power of network marketing, and we have seen it over and over. And what I love is we have seen young moms be thousandaires. And you know what a thousandaire is? A thousandaire is making $1,000 a month in recurring income. So I'm not talking about winning the lottery or becoming a millionaire. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a build income over time, make that income recurring. And we'll talk more about how that works in just a moment. Okay, so I want to talk about you, and your assignment, if you've got pen and paper, is to, number one, list your household streams of income. I don't know if anybody on here is old enough that you get Social Security. Maybe somebody gets a pension for teaching. Maybe you are, I know Erica, for example, she's cutting hair 1 day a week, so she gets a stream of income from that. Your job, your spouse's job. Maybe you're lucky enough that you have like grandparents that send you a little extra. I don't know, but write it all down. And there's really a power in writing it down and looking at it. Okay. Now I want you to ask the question, what could an additional stream of income provide for you? Is it a cushion? Is it paying off some debt? Debt's the worst. Debt makes you feel like hell. Getting out of debt, making a little bit of money, having some fun, making an impact makes you feel like $1 million. So maybe paying off some debt, some student loans, last year's Christmas that's still on your visa. Maybe you pay down your mortgage faster. Maybe you pay for private school. Maybe you pay off a car faster, or maybe you get a new car because you're driving a clunker. So there's all kinds of options. Maybe it's going to go, maybe an extra stream of income is starting to put away in your retirement when you're 30 and not waiting till you're 50. Okay. So take a few minutes and write about that. And at the end of the call, once we stop the recording, if anybody wants to share, I think it's really powerful to share in a safe group what that would do for you, because it creates some reality of you actually going and doing the work to do it, and some accountability. And in a place like this with our team, you can find accountability and like the best cheerleaders and family ever. So take a second on that. Okay. And then after that, I want you to rate your willingness to work and learn. What's your desire to work hard, maybe to really go above and beyond, work when you don't feel like it, work when you're tired, work when your kids are crying, work when you're crying, all of that, and to learn and grow and to really push yourself, because we're not made when it's easy. Okay, you're your own best investment. We're not made when it's easy. We're made when we struggle. We are, iron is sharpened by iron. So having a work ethic and an intense desire and bringing that here with a willingness to learn and be coachable, those are literally the success ingredients that can propel you anywhere you want to go with this, whether you want to be a sales coordinator with a solid $800 a month, or you want to be a national marketing director, presidential marketing director, in the $10,000, $20,000 a month range. Those are those success ingredients. So where do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 in each of those areas? Is your willingness or your desire, your work ethic, and your coachability? Think about that, because there's always room to grow in those 3 areas. Like, my desire might be red hot, but maybe I think I know everything and I need to get a little bit humble and realize that, hey, my upline, Reagan, who's been doing this longer than me, she knows a thing or two. She can still teach me stuff. And I love that about our relationships here. Okay. Or, maybe my work ethic is kind of in the dumps. It's been a hard year. Maybe I'm sleeping in. Maybe I sleep till 7 in the morning and I used to get up at 5, and now I don't work out anymore and I don't spend time on my business. Well, if I start getting up at 5 again, working out, having more energy and looking good, guess what? My business is probably going to start picking up too. So rate yourself in all those areas, and there's no judgment, because we all go like this, right? I've definitely had my ups and downs and my plateaus and all that good stuff. So also think about, could you make a difference in the health of others? Could you leverage your existing resources to build a team of people that is committed to making a difference? So it's great to share lots of Juice Plus and build a customer base that's humongous. And you'll do that naturally if you love this product as much as we do. But teaching teams to do that, that's where this really starts to duplicate income. And all we do here, just to make it really simple, we share Juice Plus and we teach others to share Juice Plus. There is nothing more complicated than that. It's very simple. So why not and go out and teach 5 people, and they can go teach 5 people each, and then they can go teach 5 people each. And pretty soon you have this beautiful organization, and it's like an orchestra. You've got people from all different walks of life, backgrounds, ages. Everybody has a different why, and we're all working together to help make people healthier. I think goes without saying, now more than ever, our health counts. People are freaked out. Anybody scared right now should be doubling their Juice Plus. That's all I could say. Last question, what time could you carve out to do that? And what are you willing to sacrifice? So last time I did this call, I asked you guys, okay, are you willing to cut out your Netflix? Because now you've watched it all, right? You got locked up at home, watched all your Netflix. Last week, everybody got mad and canceled Netflix. So we don't even have Netflix anymore. So really, what are you doing with your time? And I want to share with you, because I want to challenge you. I am a full-time working at a demanding job, single mom. That means when I parent my kids, which is 50% of the time they're here, it's all hands on deck. My kids are awesome, incredible human beings, which means they also challenge me on a regular basis. I also have a child with special needs. I do not have family or grandparents that come over and help. And yet I have been able to do this, and I'm so thankful for that. It's a testament to how simple it is. It's a testament to how great the support is, and really the power of vision, because there were so many times it was hard, or I didn't believe in myself, and there's still times like that. And in fact, going back to work full time last year, I feel like I didn't lose my vision, but I kind of put my vision on hold, and now it's really awakening me in me again. And you guys, that vision, it just keeps me going. Go get another customer, go get another team member. You know, have you thought about talking to so and so? So think about what you're willing to sacrifice. Chances are you have plenty of time in your life, and you can still, spend time with your kids, your spouse, the friends that you love, go to church, do the things that are important to you, because that's where you're going to meet the people that you share this with. So you may just need to give up some junk in your life. Maybe it's TV, social media, negative friends, things like that. Okay. I won't go into any more of that. That's a great call for another night. But let's talk about why we do what we do. Purpose is everything. Having a why here is everything. I've asked over the years countless people, well, hey, would you love to take fruits and vegetables in a capsule? Well, sure. Would you love to make more money? Well, sure, I'd love to do that. Guess what? The only ones who actually do it are the ones who seriously know why they're doing it, and they hold themselves to that why and that purpose. And it is absolutely beautiful watching them work, because they are like out there in a world that is got a lot of negativity, a lot of toxicity, a lot of fear going on, and they are out there being the difference. And it makes me so excited. So why we do what we do is to help inspire healthy living around the world and help people create their own dreams, just like our mission statement says, with this income, okay? And so what we do, again, we just share Juice Plus with others. We teach them to do the same thing. The Juice Plus website is changing, as you know, and it's digitally updating all the time, which is awesome. Our company is so on top of things, but we teach people how to go get on a website, learn for yourself. You know, at this point, I'll say this, I work in a traditional sales job. I don't sell Juice Plus. I teach people how to go and learn for themselves why they want it, so that they're calling me and they've already got their visa in their hand and they're ready to go, or they're going to my website and ordering. It's not that hard to do a little research and understand why fruits and vegetables in a capsule are good for every single human being on this planet from womb to tomb. And you'll never change my mind about that. And I encourage you, if you're not bulletproof about that, get bulletproof. If a pandemic hasn't done it for you, whatever you believe about COVID, it's real and it's out there. And, you know, my kids and I, when this all started, I think my then 10-year-old said to me, he goes, you know, thank goodness we've been taking Juice Plus all these years. Our immune systems are strong and stable. Even if we catch that virus, we'll probably be okay. And we know now that a lot of the COVID deaths have comorbidities, meaning there's other things going on like cancer and heart disease and diabetes. You guys, these are the things we've been fighting for decades here in Juice Plus. Let's keep fighting the good fight. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Let's talk about our model for anybody that's checking it out for the first time, and as a reminder for all of us that have been doing this for a while. Quality sales support. Okay, so our home office in Memphis gives us total backup in terms of sales support. All you and your customers need to do is order online. It ships directly to them. We've got a very simple ordering system, shipment system, comes right to your front door. We were Amazon before Amazon was, and that is a growing trend in purchasing. A lot of articles I've read lately in business journals have just said more than ever, people are ordering everything to their front door, whether it's meals, household goods, toilet paper, you name it. So, you know, the fact that Juice Plus is not sold at Walmart isn't a big deal anymore, right? Comes to your front door from our warehouse where it's super clean and all of that good stuff. We also have a flexible compensation plan, and that means that whatever work you choose to put into it, you're going to get compensated for it. I always like to tell people, you'll get paid in about 3 months for what you're doing now. It's kind of like that. But I love how our compensation plan works because it's flexible with what you have in terms of time and effort to give to it. You know, you can go slowly with us. This can be your hobby, or you can be a lightning rod or something in between, and our compensation plan will meet you where you are at. We also have, I think, world-class resources. We have Juice Plus Insights that comes to our inbox every week. And I love Juice Plus Insights because it just, especially because I'm so busy, it just gives me the bullets of what's important to know that's happening. What do I need to communicate to my team? What's something I want to communicate to my customers, right? We have our Juice Plus Live conferences. I'm sure we'll be back in 2021. Anybody miss conference so much? I miss Juice Plus conferences. These are soul-filling, mind-filling, vision-building conferences. This is not a rah-rah fest. You will go and learn. You will be moved by people you meet, stories you hear, information that you gain. And it's just a renowned opportunity. We have leadership development with people well-known like Dr. Brene Brown. If you haven't heard of her, you might have been under a rock the last couple of years. So, and we also have our Freedom Revolution website, which is a quick start guide that literally, if somebody joins my team and says, hey, I am a school teacher, you know, I am on Zoom with my classroom until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I spend time with my own family, but I'd like to get up and running with this. Is there something I can do at 9 o'clock tonight? They can go to our Freedom Revolution anytime, watch the quick start videos, download the workbooks. I'm a workbook girl, and work through the simple steps of sharing this with others, inviting people to their own events, things like that. And the other thing that this team offers is we have a call every Monday night that is designed to either help you share Juice Plus with others or help train you at being more effective to share Juice Plus with others, okay? That's, again, we just really believe in investing with people, and that's the kind of company that you're gonna find here. And you know, I always say this, you don't always find that in corporate America. A lot of times in corporate America, it's just about the numbers. It's just about the stockholder price. And here, we are about people, and we really don't care if you do a little or a lot. You're a blessing to us. All right. Okay, so let's talk very quickly. I know I'm kind of going over on time, so I don't want to put anybody to sleep here, but now it gets exciting. We have layers to how we create our income. The first layer is every box of Juice Plus it ships has a retail sales profit, and that retail sales profit is paid to the person that sold that box of Juice Plus, okay? Now, every box of Juice Plus has commissions that's paid on it. Now, depending on what you're eligible to earn, and you can fast track to earn our highest commission levels, and you want to do that because you don't want to leave money on the table, because you're wonderful and smart and talented and you can do this. So every box has commissions paid on it. So when you get to the top commission level, you'll earn all those. However, as you're raising up new team members, how you sort of get incentivized and paid for the time you're investing in them is you make the difference in commissions until they get to the top level. Does that make sense? Okay, the third level is, and I don't really like to call it levels. I kind of think of it like an onion with the layers, right? There's like different layers. So the bonuses are, you know, the performance bonus and the promote out bonus. I won't go into the details of those right now, or the business incentive or in business investment bonus. Those are paid to you for team building. Those are really overrides on the volume or percentages of the volume of your team's activity. That is bonusing you because you went out, you shared it with others, and you taught others how to share it. And that's where you start making money while you're sleeping. For example, there's people on my team in the United Kingdom. They are asleep right now. But in the morning, when I'm asleep, they're up and they're sharing Juice Plus. And that's building all of our checks, okay? The fourth, and I think the most fun and fabulous part, is team building bonuses. All of our fast tracks to get you to the next commission level, to the next rank in our marketing plan, come with a team building bonus. And I think these are really, really fun incentives for all of us, because whether you're starting with your first $50 or you're going to go make your $400 partner bonus, that's real money that I always see people spend in fun ways. Whether it's like, you know what, I'm getting the shoes that I really wanted. Because as moms, don't we do everything for our families first and then leave ourselves last? And, or, you know, I remember when Rory was a baby, I didn't want to carry an ugly diaper bag. And so I used my Juice Plus team building bonus to go buy a really beautiful designer bag that would double as a diaper bag. Okay, that was like, I was ecstatic over that. I still am. I saved it. So team building bonuses, you guys, this is the stuff that sparks little dreams that grow into bigger dreams and can really, I think, help people see their potential here. And I love how the compensation plan is built. It's built for you to grow. When a baby's born, does it walk? No, not at all. First, it's got to learn how to eat and how to maybe sleep on a decent schedule, and then it'll start to sit up. Then it's going to start to roll over and crawl, and then around a year old, that baby's going to start to walk. And how many hundreds of times is that baby going to fall down learning to walk? Well, we're kind of the same way on this, okay? So we start and we learn as we go and we build as we go. But here's the whole point. Just because the baby takes time to figure out how to roll over and gets frustrated and cries and poops its pants and has a really hard time, then finally one day rolls over and everything's great and he's giggling and everybody's cheering, look at what the baby did. The baby doesn't give up on walking just because the first time they couldn't roll over. So we want to be that way with our Juice Plus mission. We want to have a never ever quit, never get out of line attitude, because this is really how we want to live our lives, what we want to model for the people around us. This is really how we make a difference in the world. So you just keep going after sharing that Juice Plus, building up those commission levels, getting those bonuses, go out and be focused on getting team building bonuses for your new team members. And often there's a matching sponsor bonus, but you'll find that it's way more exciting to see them get the bonus than it is for you. Okay. And finally, getting started is so simple. $52 a year is your distributor application fee. That's $1 a week. You're not going to find a better deal out there. When I told you didn't have to make a big investment, I meant it. I was just listening today to a guy talking about the price of gold. But you need $2,000 by an ounce of gold right now. Most people don't have $2,000. Take the $52, get your distributor application going, and start something that creates income for you so you can go pay off some debt, buy a gold coin, send your kids to college, whatever your dream is. Order your own product after that and start your own health journey, because it's always important that if we're not already on the product, that we get started so that we're talking about it with people, just with our whole new experience. And you don't have to be one of those, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I've been on Juice Plus for a year and hear what it's done. You can start last week and you can get your neighbors started tomorrow. It doesn't matter. It makes sense to take fruits and vegetables in a capsule, right? And then launch events to share the information you know with the people you care about. So like I said at the beginning of the call, October 1st, Wine and Wellness at my house. If you want to be socially distanced or you don't live here, you can join on Zoom, but get out there and have some events and talk to some people. While the weather's still nice, it's a great time to have outdoor events where you are socially distanced and give people the opportunity to gather. We are hungry like crazy for a connection. So this is a great time to recruit team members into something positive that's making a good difference, that feels different than the rest of the world out there. All right. That is all I have to say about that, I'm so thankful to be here. I'd like to open it up for any questions or anybody, like, is there something you heard that you really liked tonight?
Thank you, Ellen. I just think your passion is contagious and awesome. And I know I'm so grateful to have you to work with and be able to bounce ideas off of. And we really do have an amazing team, you know, of people that are out here for the right reasons. So I'm so grateful for everybody that joined us tonight.
Welcome my friend Rebecca. She's thinking about joining us, and I just saw that she's on the call, and so just welcome her tonight. And she did just get a little dose of, I don't know if that's fire and brimstone or just fire.
Reality. It's a great job, Ellen. It's just telling it like it is and letting people know it's easy, it's simple, it's fun, and come and join us. It's exactly what we're trying to do, is have people join us on our mission, inspiring healthy living around the world.
Absolutely. Any of you guys, Sue, Erica, I think Jenna's here, that you've been here for a while. Would you just share one thing that this has really done for you, both in terms of income and personal development?
Don't all jump at once. I can share with you that making an income with a comma in it every single month has made my life a lot easier. Not only do I get to purchase just about anything I want whenever I want it, that really makes a big difference. And I think job or growth in it, I miss our conferences too. I'm going with you on that because I really miss our conferences. But a lot of the book learning that I've done along the way, the Eric Worre's along the way, the Todd Falcone's along the way, a lot of the coaching, a lot of the books that I've read have really helped me to grow and expand. And I think just to become more comfortable and solid with network marketing overall, but it can be a better way, and it is a better way to make an income without a regular job, if that's something that you want to look at, is our business. I think it's absolutely fabulous, and I've been here for the long haul, 10 years now, so 10 years plus, so I can honestly say that.
Yeah, it's been awesome watching you grow, Sue, and you're just, I mean, you know, I think that all the friendships we make are such a great benefit too. That's good for our health, but watching all the people here grow and develop. Erica, were you going to add something?
I would love to, Ellen.
You go, Erica.
Well, I have not been here for 10 years, but I've been here part of the business at least 5 years. So I feel like I've been around a little while. And I've dabbled in a lot of different things, but I love that I have had this same conversation a few times this week. When my friends start businesses and they get complicated because maybe the company that they are partnering with has to come out with 20 new products like all the time that they have to stay up on top of. So I have really appreciated just how simple this has been since day one, and how it has grown with my family, and has allowed not just 1 or 2 children to go to private school, but now all 3 of my children to attend private school, which we would not be able to afford otherwise. That's a huge blessing to us. And the personal development that just comes right along with it on these weekly meetings. I have probably learned and grown just as much from these team trainings as I have from some of the very big names we've listened to at the conferences, as well as, you know, I don't know, does it get any better than a personalized Brene Brown training? I mean, like, we just have some really good stuff going for us. So I mean, I can't even, I need to just tally it up one of these times, the thousands of dollars this business has brought into, you know, my family's lives. It's crazy, the opportunities we've had, the places I've been able to travel that I wouldn't have without Juice Plus. So the relationships, I mean, all of that, so much, too much to even mention, all in a short little blurb. So yeah, it's pretty powerful.
Ellen, I'd like to say something. Ellen, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
Bobby and I will celebrate 16 years with our company Juice Plus on Thursday. And we started it when we were owners of a business. We were golf professionals and we owned a business during that whole time frame. So we were owners of a business and doing Juice Plus and building our customer base and building our team business as well. And I think some of the things that really make it special is like the other day I got in touch with one of our customers who's been a customer probably about 10 years, I bet. And I asked her if she was ready for her shipment. And she responded that she was. And she said, thank you for making it a part of my daily life. She says, it's made a huge difference in my life. And, just things like that, when you hear that, that's not the only customer that said that. But it just so happens it was just a couple of days ago. And I thought, oh my gosh, what a difference we've made in somebody else's life that we didn't probably even think about it until you had that contact with somebody. And she said, thank you so much for making it a part of my daily life. And just that, I think alone, the money is great. Yes. I mean, we're retired now from our business, but, and it certainly helped us, add to the income that we have for retirement. But just the fact that you have someone, and it's just not one person, it's many persons who say, thank you for introducing me to Juice Plus. You can't replace, you can't buy that. You can't replace that with anything. And there's not very many products out there in the market that people will say that to you with, I mean, yeah, you can buy an ice cream and say, thank you for the cream. And yeah, it's made of ice and my face feels good and all that, but making a health difference in someone's life, I think that's irreplaceable. You can't ever get that anywhere else. I just wanted to share that.
Well, it's true. And let me brag on these two for a second. Most years, Bobby and Patty are the very first people that wish me a happy birthday on my birthday. Because when you are a single mom, like not often do people remember. And it's just like the sweetest thing that you guys always remember my birthday. And I think, I don't know why I just get teary. I wanted to say that, but like, there's just so many fun little connections. And I always think like when you're sending out, your customer care stuff, it's like, yeah, you might be brightening somebody's day. And I had a customer go through, she had COVID, she was very sick. And I mean, I don't know how many shakes a day she was doing, but I just kept sending boxes of shakes and capsules to her house. So I just was like, well, okay, you know what? Let's keep going. Let's not give up. Any questions? I know we have a couple of people that are kind of checking this all out here on the call. You can ask us anything.
I don't know, Ellen, maybe get with them after and to see. And
Glad you
thank you
guys
so
joined us.
much.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for imparting your wisdom, and you're always amazing. So thank you.
Well, fantastic. It's nice to see you, Maren.
Oh, sorry, I'm muted too. Hi.
Did you have any questions?
No, not really. I'm just kind of getting my feet wet a little bit.
Cool. Well, just jump in the pool. It's fun. We're all there.
Yeah, I appreciate it sounds like I can get on the freedom something. Cassie will show me the website.
It's thefreedomrevolution.com. The password is revolution.
Okay.
And everything's there that you need. So,
that sounds good.
You can you can spend an hour and a half going through the startup, and you're ready to go. You're talking to people, and your sponsor can help you, make those first couple phone calls. or, you know, however you're going to reach out to people. And I mean, when I got started, it's not really any different now. It was like, Reagan said to me, she goes, do you know 200 people? And I was like, no. What if I gave you $20? And I said, I know 200 people. She said, what if I gave you $20 a name? I said, oh yeah, I know it. Now I know 200 people. But I just started calling them and I said, hey, I'd really like to share something with you that I'm doing. You know, do you have interest in health and wellness? And I didn't even have good verbiage, and I would mail people CDs. So now all you have to do is send a YouTube video or your website.
Right.
It's pretty awesome.
Well, who do you know that needs to eat more fruits and vegetables?
Everybody.
Everybody, right. So it's just a tool. It's just a way to help them get more of the good stuff in, and you are is a source to the information. So you don't really, I mean, the results speak for themselves if people want those results from all those research studies in Late Juice Plus. So, you know, we keep it pretty simple.
That's great.
Fun, yeah. And some people will be interested and some people won't. And some people will later just because you planted a seed today. So you always want to just find out if they're even interested in having the conversation. And if they are, then you give them the information versus, you know, trying to give everybody information. You know, you want to find out if they're wanting to have that conversation first. So, yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys. I'm going to stop the recording.